All right, welcome back to Lions franchise here on Madden 24. We are taking on the Carolina Panthers in the NFC Championship game. Obviously, if we win this, we are on to the Super Bowl. And we have not paid the Panthers this year. They beat the 49ers 20-14 in the divisional. We, however, beat the Seahawks 41-0. Jets taking on the Titans in the AFC Championship. Do have some weekly awards here. Jahmyr Gibbs, 200 yards rushing. Also had a receiving touchdown. A couple of rushing touchdowns there as well. Let's get into our weekly strategy here. And I guess we could defend the outside run. They want us to throw it deep. I think I'd rather run inside. Don't know how well running inside's actually going to work, but not really familiar with this Panthers team, so not sure. I'd assume they'd have held on to Bryce Young, but doesn't necessarily mean that they have. Although you'd think they probably would have. But I don't know. I don't know who's still there on the defense. So we're doing all right in the passing drill here. Just no incompletions here, and we should be able to get goal. Weber's got us up to silver. St. Brown with a catch. Need to get this one into the end zone here. Back of the end zone. That's incomplete. Could have just cost us gold. It's a catch by Gabe Davis. We're going to probably need to take a couple of deep shots here. We want to get gold. Oh, we need to get this one to end of the end zone on this play. That's going to be incomplete. He was out of bounds. Which means we're we're not getting gold here. That one's intercepted. We're going to end up with silver. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, it's 500 XP, so hopefully no injuries in practice. And doesn't look like there's any on the defense. Hopefully not on the offense either. I know I was playing my Patriots franchise where I have Malik Cunningham as the quarterback. And it hasn't been posted yet, but in the last game I played, Ramondre Stevenson got upgraded to Superstar X Factor, and then he got hurt in practice like the next week. He didn't get to play. So Russell Holcomb never gets on the field, I feel like. He's got really good block shedding. Jamar Sims also never really gets on the field. We just have too many wide receivers on this team. And Javon McDonald, he's kind of been benched at this point too. Once Weber came in, these guys didn't have much of a chance. Even though Weber doesn't seem like he's really that much better of a player. He actually, when he gets onto the field, plays very well. Playing at home here, obviously. As the number 1 seed, looks like looks like that's, yeah, they do have Bryce Young. Which makes sense, he's on a rookie deal. I don't think even this far in the future he has time to go anywhere, so. It's probably the best team we've played so far. We're going to kick the ball off to them. Once they take the kickoff, we'll take a look and see who's on this Panthers team. Bryce Young, 24 touchdowns to 9 picks. Nearly 4,000 yards on the season. And we'll take a look here. And I'll probably have to change my depth chart too, because my rush D tackle isn't who I want my rush D tackle to be. My rush D tackle, right? Oh no, that's Patriots franchise where I have an issue with that. That's not happening in Lions franchise, so never mind. Forget that I said anything. Bryce Young. They do have a backup who's a rookie. Hopefully, they don't have him coming into the game. Tyler Algier and then Savon Knight, Jake Malone, McCall Hardman's on this team, and then Michael Gallup, Jonathan Mango, Leslie Strong. It's not a bad receiving core. Michael Cologne, Jelani Woods. Offensive line, not the best inside, but I mean, they've got some other players kind of make up for that. Just a couple positions there kind of weak. Christian Barmore is here. Drake Jackson. Percy Hendricks. Brian Burns. Tyrone Gallery is a drafted player that's here. Matt Milano's here. J.C. Horn. Darren Davison. Dante Jackson. Jeremy Chin. Walker. They have a rookie kicker. Jake Bailey at punter. I mean, it's not a bad team, but I feel like I'm not sure how they got here. That one's picked by Jaden McPhee. 2 games in a row where we have an interception on the very first play. Jaden McPhee, our X Factor corner. He doesn't get X Factor because all the defensive linemen, all the other players that have X Factor, he doesn't. I don't think he actually gets it active in the game. But he has it. I mean, he's a good player. Gabriel Barkley, 4,353 yards, 44 touchdowns. 34 picks, though. I mean, if he had like 10 picks on the season or something, he probably would have won MVP. So we hand that one off to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to pick up about 12 yards there. Going to check that one off to right. And he's going to pick up 17 yards. Get us down to the 8 here. And are we going to dominate the Panthers today like we did Seahawks last week? I don't know, but we're certainly going to find out. There's another handoff to Gibbs. He gets not a whole lot there. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6. Normally, I'd look to Ray Clayton on this play, but a lot of the time he doesn't get out of his route quickly enough. He's stopping the block there. So we're going to get the ball to Weber. And Weber's going to have a touchdown. Antonio Weber. And I'm going to go for 2 here. Set the pace early here. Get that ball to Ray Clayton. He's got the 2. Makes it 8-0. We're 8 points off of the turnover. And we'll see if Carolina can come out and answer. See if they don't just throw another interception. We're going to check it down and break a tackle, pick up 7 yards. Already a better start than their first drive. So. A handoff here. Tyler Algier going to lose 2 yards now. So bring up 3rd and 6. They're going to pick up the first down. Quite a bit more than that, actually. Usually our strategy is just to blitz a lot and get a lot of pressure on the opposing quarterback. But if they're getting the ball out quickly, that's going to make it hard for the pressure to get there. So, see how this goes. There's a screen pass. Only going to get 2 yards, though. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. And there's a sack. And the Panthers are going to have to punt the ball. Pippin's back to return. And they're just going to kick it out of bounds. It's going to go out at the 18. Got a little bit longer of a drive we're going to have to make here. Not getting the ball with real good field position like we did on our last drives. So gain of 6 for Jahmyr Gibbs. Get that one to Weber. He's going to be out near midfield. Another handoff to Gibbs. He's going to take it outside. Pick up about 5. Averaging 5 yards per carry so far. There's a handoff for Gibbs again. Gets close to the first down. There's another handoff for Gibbs. I think his ability, his X factor ability is just that he can't fumble the ball. So nothing too exciting anyway. And there's a catch by Amon-Ra St. Brown. 4 for 4 to start the game for Gabriel Barkley. I think we'll just run the ball here, try to pick up the yard for the first down. There we go, an RPO here. Another handoff for Gibbs. He's going to get 4 more. Trying to get that one for Ray Clayton. He's going to bounce off a couple of tackles. And it's going to get it to 3rd and 2 here. It was Ray Clayton's first catch of the game so far. He's going to pick up a nice block there on that play and get us down to the 6-yard line with Jahmyr Gibbs. We're going to run the first quarter down here and up 8-0 after one. Just kind of throw that one away. First incompletion of the game. Gabriel Barkley there. Just going to run the ball here. If we don't get into the end zone, try to pick up a couple of yards. Gibbs is still going down to the 1. He was tackled there, but just wasn't quite down. Maybe we get Ray Clayton a touchdown here. Maybe Gabe Davis gets open going to the outside. Ray Clayton looks open. Gonna get him the ball. He's gonna make the catch. He's got sure hands in the red zone. And let's just take the extra point here. Got all the momentum. 13 plays, 81 yards. Took nearly 5 minutes off the clock. And that's what we're expecting from this team. I mean, we are in, a 91 overall. I mean, we really shouldn't have any problem getting into control of the game. Nearly another interception. Couldn't hang on to the ball there, though. I think that probably was Rodriguez on the play. Run that one to the outside. Gonna be a gain of 2 by Jonathan Mingo. Bryce Young gonna take off here. He's got the first down. He slides down. And they're up to the 39-yard line. Bryce Young gonna get that pass away. Pick up about 9. He's done okay so far, other than taking a... I know he's taken at least 1 sack. The interception to start the game. He starting to pick it up here a little bit. Mango just didn't have the speed to outrun the defender there. But the Panthers here up to the 36. And they're moving down the field. This is a 2-possession game here, and we do get the ball to start the second half. So if they score here and we can find time to answer before the end of the first half again, then gonna look to extend this lead to start the second half. That one's incomplete. Are they gonna settle for a field goal here on 4th and 2? They are gonna settle for a field goal. That's a little strange. Tried to come after it, but we're on top of things there. They're gonna get the field goal. Not sure how much help that actually gives you being down 15-3 now, but we're gonna get the ball here. Carolina gonna try to stop us. They haven't yet. Jahmyr Gibbs averaging 5.2 yards per carry. He's been a big part of our success all season and this short playoff run so far. Had the bye in the first round, have only played the Seahawks, but he's been part of our success here today too, as that one's floated up. And not a good play there. Only 2 yards to go here, though, on third down. Get that one out for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to drop the ball. And I think we're just going to punt. We're up 15-3. I mean, defense has played well enough, held them to a field goal on the last drive. Why not? Just make them go the length of the field. Get the ball at the 24. That one's incomplete, just out of range of the receiver there. It feels like the Panthers this game. They're only down 12, but it feels like it's starting to slip away from them a little bit if they can't get much done here. That one's batted down. See if maybe our defensive player of the year, Kevin Brewer, has an interception today. Jaden McPhee had one on the first play. There is a flag down here. There's a big gain by the Panthers. But there's a flag down. It's actually going to be roughing the passer. So they're going to get even more out of this. Get all the way down to the 14-yard line. Starting to say maybe Kevin Brewer will have an interception today. He had 17 all year. Broke the NFL record for interceptions in the season. There's another handoff. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Field goal here doesn't do much for you. Makes it 15-6, which is still a 2-possession game at that point. That one's dropped. Michael Gallup can't make the catch. And they are going to settle for the field goal. Got a left-footed kicker here. We saw in the previous attempt. Field goal's good. It's 15-6 now. They're starting to make a dent in this lead. Pippen going to bring it out past the 30. And just hand it off to Gibbs here. I'm going to look down the field for Weber. He's open. He's going to make the catch at the 28. Antonio Weber, he's got the speed. He's got the size. Very physical receiver. Throwing that one to the end zone. It's incomplete. Let's run the ball here. Just take this down to the 2-minute warning. Gibbs is going to pick up 3. But that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Doesn't really matter what play we pick there. It's gonna have to pick a new one after the 2-minute warning anyway. So get Gabriel Barkley outside. Just throw it to Amon-Ra St. Brown for the first down. He gets down to the 5. I want us to go slants here. I'm going to throw it to Ballard, the backup running back. He gets us down to the 3. Going to hand it off to the backup running back, Ballard, now, and he is actually going to lose a yard there. So 3rd and goal from the 4. Run this same play where he ran earlier on the touchdown to Weber. Maybe we'll look to him again. Gets us to the 1. 4th and goal from the 1 here. We're going to go for this. See if we can get the ball to Ray Clayton. That's a touchdown. Broke the NFL record this year for receiving touchdowns in a season. So we know we can get him the ball when we get down here close to the goal line. If we're at the 1, we can just find a play that's going to him. And more likely than not, he'll come up with the catch. I don't think I've ever seen him drop a wide open pass. So 22-6 here now. Big gain by the Panthers, though. They have called a timeout at some point. I think it was right before we scored they called a timeout. There's a blitz. And Bryce Young is going down. Tyreek Wallace with the sack. They're going to call timeout. That's going to bring up 2nd and 24. Maybe now we could look to call a timeout. We get a stop here. There's almost another sack on Bryce Young there. Somehow he's able to slip away and throw the ball away. But 3rd and 24 here now. They're just going to hand it off. I'm going to call timeout here. We'll get the ball back here, maybe about a little under 30 seconds. And 2 timeouts to, at the very least, try to get a field goal. But we're going to have pretty good field position here at the 40. And go play action crossers here. Look for something deep over the... I'm going across the field here. That one's knocked down. Normally I'd throw that to Gabe Davis, but he looked pretty well covered on the play. Don't need a ton of yards here to get into field goal range. Going to take off here with Gabriel Barclay. He's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 48. 12 seconds left now. Run a very similar play again here. See if Jahmyr Gibbs can get open. That one's out of bounds, though. 7 seconds. I think we go for this. Something for Ray Clayton, maybe. Ray Clayton is wide open there. 3 seconds. We'll call timeout. And obviously we'll just take the field goal. That one's good. Worried I wasn't going to have enough power on it, but it ended up being fine. 25-6 at the half. We are very much in control of this game. Jets taking on the Titans over in the AFC Championship game. We hang on to win here. We're taking on one of them in the Super Bowl. And I don't know. I guess we'll continue to run inside and defend the outside run because it seemed to work so well in the first half. I'll just take a knee on the kickoff here. We're going to look to run the ball quite a bit here in the second half. Try to run some clock and maintain this lead. Gibbs going to pick up pretty good yards there on the first down. Out to the 38 now. Just hand it to him again. Right up the middle. He's only going to get a yard that time. Maybe looked for a passing play here on second down. Get it to Ray Clayton. He's going to have a first down. 13 for 19 for 150 and 3 touchdowns. Gabriel Barkley. Not a ton of yards. But he hasn't needed a ton of yards today. There's a handoff for Gibbs. He's going to pick up 2. Just going to keep the clock moving. Just... Going to run this one behind Panay Sewell and Ray Clayton here. Coming over the backside. Jahmyr Gibbs is injured. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but looks like he's jogging back to the locker room. And Gabriel Barkley going to take off on this play. Going to get it to 4th and 4. They want us to go for it here. The coach wants us to go for it. Damian Ballard onto the field now. At running back. Just going to check this one down underneath to Weber. Weber's got the first down. We convert the 4th down. Broken finger for Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know how long that's going to keep him out. Earl Bailey going to take the handoff, and he's going to get 11. It's going to suck if he's out for the Super Bowl if we hang on to win. I mean, a touchdown really would help put this game out of reach, wouldn't it? But that would mean an increased role for Earl Bailey, as well as maybe Ballard, possibly even our other running backs. Earl Bailey's 3 rushes for 20 yards so far. Benji Fields, that's our other running back. He's going to come out now. So handoff for Benji Fields. Gets us to 4th and inches. They want us to just take the field goal. I think actually I want to fake the field goal. Get Hendon Hooker out here in space running the ball. Was that enough? The clock's still moving. I guess that was enough. Hendon Hooker picking up the first down. He was our starting quarterback for a long time before we drafted Gabriel Barkley. And we have run an insane amount of time off of the clock here. This is still the first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Earl Bailey down to the 1. Gonna run even more time off the clock here. And maybe another touchdown here for Ray Clayton. Getting the ball to Ray Clayton. That's a touchdown. He's had a couple this game. We'll just kick the extra point here, make it 32-6. Drive was extended by that fake field goal. Took 6 minutes off of the clock. More than half of the third quarter. And that's how you do it. Just don't, build a lead and then don't let the other team have any time to possess the ball. Don't allow them to even have the opportunity to score. So, and they can't build momentum. Knight with a run there. Can't get anything going. There's another handoff. 5 yards that time. The real story of this game is going to be, is Jahmyr Gibbs going to be okay? Are we going to be able to have him for the Super Bowl? Because if we can't, it's going to be a problem, and we'll have to figure that out. So. Panthers are going to punt the ball here. Pippen going to take the return. Get it at the 37. Continue to run with Earl Bailey here. The blocking's probably good enough that he can at least do okay. I mean, he's probably not as explosive as Jahmyr Gibbs. Probably not as good at breaking tackles. Hand it off to him, and there's just a wide open space there. So, good blocking really does help, even if you don't have the best running back. There's a pass for Ray Clayton. He's going to bounce off a tackle, pick up a couple of more yards. Damian Ballard going to come into the game now. It's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Just going to take it on an inside zone. And, good blocking there again. It has about 10 yards on it. We could. Yeah, I don't think I can get the play in here anyway. So it's going to be the fourth quarter now. 32-6, 24 passing plays for us. It's the 27 rushing plays to the 7 rushing plays for Carolina that's really made the difference here. I'm going to bring out Damian Ballard again here. He's been on the team for a few years. Of course, we drafted him. Just going to get 2 there. Get Earl Bailey, and Earl Bailey's more of a power back. I think Benji Fields is as well. So Earl Bailey gonna try to break a couple of tackles there. Number 1 rushing defense in the league, and they've allowed 155 yards rushing. So it just shows how good our offensive line is. How good our entire group of running backs are. As Earl Bailey has another first down here. He's got 9 for 53. Maybe we take a shot here. Looking for Weber. That one's knocked down. Lucky it wasn't picked. Go back to the ground game here now. Earl Bailey going to pick up a couple. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Gonna look for Ray Clayton. He's gonna pick up a couple. Still 4th and 3 though. And coach wants us to go for it here. I think we're gonna run an outside zone with Damian Ballard. I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's what we're gonna do. So He's going to have the first down to the 5-yard line. Blocking was good enough. Looking for Weber again here now. He's down to the 2. I think we just hurry up and run the same play again and probably look for Weber again here. He's going to catch it. Hang on through the hit for the touchdown. Antonio Weber. I'm going to go for 2. And the reason I'm going for 2 is I want to see if Earl Bailey can actually get one of those 2-point conversions. He does. Again, we may need him in the Super Bowl. It'd be interesting to see if Jahmyr Gibbs is able to return. He has a broken finger, which I know I had a guy in one of my franchises have a broken finger in practice, and he was out for, I think, 2 weeks. So again, 2 weeks would probably be okay, because that would be this week and then the week of the Pro Bowl, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. Again, just really going to depend on how long he's out. But we're going to have to do it running back in the Super Bowl. There's another sack, this time Nick Mullins. 2 in the game for him. Only 3 sacks for us today. They've all been pretty helpful here. There's a throw. That one's knocked down by Scott. 4th and 23. Do they really want to go for this? They're going to punt the ball. Carolina Panthers have just gotten behind the chains so much today. Hasn't been a ton of turnovers. It's been opportune sacks. You know, runs for nothing. We're going to get Ty Hess in the game now, who I think is the 4th string running back. And he's going to get a carry. And he's going to have a nice run for about 16 yards there. Maybe we look to get him more involved if Jahmyr Gibbs is injured. We'll see. We do have depth at running back. It's just not. Just no one exceptional behind Jahmyr Gibbs. Not like in our Patriots franchise where we have Ramondre Stevenson and then have Clyde Edwards-Helaire behind him. So I think we just go with a touch pass here. We'll try to pick up the first down. Gonna break it. Kind of break a tackle there. It's gonna be a first down, so 3 minutes left in this game. Hand it off to Earl Bailey. I don't think we're going to be able to run out the rest of the clock here. We're probably going to end up having to score. Going to get that one to Gabe Davis. He's going to have a touchdown. We'll kick the extra point. We are dominating here in the playoffs. And we'll see who we end up playing in the Super Bowl. Will it be the Jets or the Titans? I don't know. I think, honestly, I would prefer to play the Jets. I don't know. Panthers not even going no huddle here now. They're down to 41 points. It's more than over here. That one's picked off by Aiden Hutchinson. And he's going to No, he's not going to have a pick six. He isn't stopped there down to the 7-yard line. Second turnover of the game for Carolina. Not at a point where it matters much here. We're going to hand it off to Earl Bailey and take it to the 2-minute warning. Aiden Hutchinson almost a pick six there. Not a guy that gets a lot of interceptions. Able to make one there and really just seal this win here. Just put things away a little, maybe a little more quickly. I'm going to call an audible here because Ray Clayton again. That's another touchdown for Ray Clayton. He's had a big game. We'll kick the extra point. We've just dominated this game today. Really haven't let the Panthers even sniff some momentum. Just not allowing them to do much of anything. 2 field goals. And you got to think if those field goals had been touchdowns, maybe they could have got going a little bit. Maybe we don't look to run so much time off the clock in the third quarter. Maybe we try to go a little more quickly and make a mistake or something, but them settling for field goals really did hurt them a lot in this game. Bryce Young here now 54-6. I mean, Bryce Young got him moving down the field a little bit here now, but they're not really trying to score here. Jonathan Mingo, 128 yards on 7 catches, though. I think that's one thing Bryce Young did do a little too much today, is just try to check it down to the running back. You know, he just didn't really have the space to do much. They're going to run a play here. That one's actually going to be incomplete on the hit by McPhee. And we're going to hang on and win. And we're going to the Super Bowl. 7 touchdowns today for Gabriel Barkley. 75% completion percentage. Only 200 yards passing. Had a short field a lot of the time. Only a 37-yard completion. This is long today. Did average more yards per throw than Bryce Young by just a little bit. No interceptions. Would love to get him a breakout challenge in the Super Bowl. Don't know if those really happen. If you look at our rushing yards today, Jahmyr Gibbs went out of the game, had 87 yards rushing. Earl Bailey, 15 for 69. Fairly similar numbers as far as yards per carry. Damian Ballard had a couple of runs. Ty Hess had a nice run. Benji Fields only got in there for 1 run. Didn't really do anything. Ray Clayton, 9 catches, 4 touchdowns, 51 yards. Antonio Weber, 7 catches for 84 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown had a couple of catches. Brock Wright had a catch. Gabe Davis, only 1 catch today, but did have a touchdown. Damian Ballard had a catch. Jahmyr Gibbs had a drop. And we'll take a look here at the defense. Nick Mullins led the team in tackles today. Also led the team in tackles for loss. Had 5 tackles for loss. 2 sacks. Kirby Joseph with a couple. Several other guys with 1. Only other guy with a sack today was Tyreek Wallace, Aiden Hutchinson, and Jaden McPhee with interceptions. So Jaden McPhee with that interception on the very first play of the game. Really just set the tone defensively. And we will see here now. So Nick Mullins has an upgrade. I'm actually going to go pass coverage. Awareness +1 zone coverage +1 tackle. Go hybrid on Brian Branch. He's going to get man zone play rec awareness. His zone is pretty high now. His man coverage is playing up to 99. It's really 97. But it doesn't say we have a new injury, which I'm going to assume that means Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be okay. And we're going to play the Titans in the Super Bowl. They beat the Jets 30-24, so it's going to be a Lions-Titans Super Bowl. And we can view the Pro Bowl roster here before we move on. Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. Obviously, we don't have anybody since we made the Super Bowl. I'll just kind of go through here real quick. And I mean, I guess you could pause it if you wanted to and look through all the names, but we'll just kind of quickly scroll through here and see it's, none of the teams in the Super Bowl, so which I don't like. I mean, whether you play in the Super Bowl or not, if you made the Pro Bowl, you made the Pro Bowl. So kind of wish they would change that. Nick Mullins wins Player of the Week, as well as Gabriel Barkley. Spears for the Titans wins Player of the Week, 18 carries for 79 yards. 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. We'll advance the week here to the Super Bowl. We won't play it yet, as this is going to be the end of the video. But we've got Super Bowl Media Day. I mean, we can view the yearly awards. We already know. We've already looked at these. We won Coach of the Year, in the NFC. Ray Clayton won Offensive Player of the Year. Kevin Brewer won Defensive Player of the Year. Leon Irving, Defensive Rookie of the Year. The only thing we will go ahead and look at here. Do we have any dev trade upgrades? Gabriel Barkley still at normal. Weber's up to star. Okay. Antonio Weber is up to star development. I don't know if there's any changes on the offensive line. I don't know what everybody had before. Dan Graham, we still don't know what his dev trade is, but I'm pretty sure it's just star. We'll find out at the end of the season. Which, if we win the Super Bowl, I don't know that I'm doing another season. But Leon Irving is up to X Factor. He should be corner 3 ahead of Scott. Scott's up to star development. I think he just had normal before. Nick Mullins is up to superstar X Factor. Kirby Joseph lost his X Factor, unfortunately. He's down to superstar. Rodriguez is up to X Factor. I think he was just superstar before. So several guys. Look at all these X Factors we have on defense. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And, we just play so well. I mean, how can you not win a Super Bowl when you've got that many X Factor players on defense? I mean, we'll take on the Titans in the next one for what could be the final episode of Lions franchise. I will see you then. Have a good day.